Hello, everybody. Welcome to what would be considered my first live stream, to be honest with you. Um, Reason I'm kind of going live is I'm kind of struggling for content this week, to be brutally honest with you. Um, Due to the recent stuff that's happened with my work. I'm just I'm struggling, to be honest with you. So yeah, it's one of those weird things. Hello, Finley Gaming Channel. How are you? So, how's the new job? It's honestly fantastic. I really can't complain. Is this a new permanent truck? No, this isn't my new permanent truck. I believe my permanent truck is at the moment getting a recall done on it, which is why I've not got it. But uh, I'm not gonna be able to keep up with this. I'm Carfan from TikTok. Hello, Family Gaming Channel. Hi, Noah. Hey, Kimberly. So yeah, I'm kind of struggling for content this week. So I decided, you know what, I'll do a live for a change and see how this goes. So then you guys can actually speak to me real time rather than in the comment section. Hey, Tom, how are you? Hello, Devon Truckers. How are we? Robert Sunes. Hi, fella. How you doing, pal? Is your new truck going to be nicer than Asbo's? Probably not. Did you get your KFC? I did manage to get my KFC. I paid £2.35 for the guy to drive. I know it's Grant. I can see your photo, buddy. I paid the guy £2.35 to drive literally 10 seconds tops. So yeah, maybe it should be an option in Just Eat if you're a truck driver. If anyone is from watching from Just Eat, maybe an option to consider for you. No way. Yeah. Can I see over there? You can just see it in the end of the shot there. Yeah. That's where I just paid the guy to drive from and to. So. Uh, wow. Yeah. Tell me about it. It's I don't know what's going on with this lighting. It's making me look good though, so I can't complain. So aye. So that's what I'm doing tonight. Reason I'm here is I had a load that was meant to be collected and the place shut. So 30 people watching. Let's go. Hey, how everybody? 31 people watching. Feel free to say hello. Send me some comments. Did you have a good day? I did have a good day. It's been pretty easy to be honest with you. I'd rather be parked in a truck stop tonight. At least I can have a shower and stuff. But hey, Cayman HTV, how are you, pal? I'd rather be parked in a truck stop, but hey, hey mate, how are you doing and how are the roads? Hello, Daza. The roads are still pretty quiet to be honest with you. Everything okay? How is the MEN? The MEN's good apart from the two flaws that I underlined in the last my last video. The flaw with the automatic transmission in here. So the option for collection is that no, KFC don't have the option for collection. It's only drive-through, unfortunately, Kimberly. I was shocked that your truck has got no kickdown. No, it doesn't have a kickdown at all. There's no manual mode. There's nothing in it at all. Is it safe to drop a big bowling ball on my head? I'm going to assume no. But yeah, just don't do that. No, this truck doesn't have a kickdown option. It literally has the option for a manual selection, but you can't do anything with it. Let me just bring you that light so it's not so blinding to everybody. So as I was saying, I'm struggling for content this week. Truck not wee enough to go through the drive-through. No, this MENs are quite tall to be honest with you, which is quite nice. So, yes, I've got a nice double bunk in here. I could try going round the drive-through to be honest, but I'm pretty sure I would take out half of KFC with me. How's it going, Jordan? Did a few shifts with Pollux myself down to Truckhaven. Pollock are a really nice company to work for. If there is anyone from Pollock that are watching this after, they are a really good company to work for. They get a lot of bad press, but unfortunately, Um, yeah, unfortunately, there's a few disgruntled people that should, um, that have tainted the image. Has the truck got a fridge? Yes, it has got a fridge in it. It has a very big fridge. Unfortunately, whoever was driving this truck last hasn't cleaned it out. So there's been a napkin or two napkins that have been in line there for, I'm guessing, a good couple of weeks. This is a fleet truck that I'm driving, not my own. I'll give new drivers a chance. That's the thing, fella. It's very, very difficult to be a class 1 driver and get experience. Some of the truck fest last year. And nice people to chat to. Who did you meet at the truck fest, Dazar? God, these comments are going far too quickly. I've got an XXL. It has kickdown when you press the pedal to the floor. Maybe it's an extra. I think so, mate. This just doesn't have the kickdown option. I can press the manual button and it'll go down like 3 gears, but then it, instead of going down like a gear which you want it to, it goes down too much. What are you getting? I have no idea. I've said this from the very, very start. I really don't care what I drive. As long as it's clean and tidy, has no damage, I can look after it. That's all I'm bothered about. What made you go live on here just for a change up? I'm struggling for content this week, to be brutally honest with you. I just feel like I'm going to be posting the same thing over and over again. And I already get, Pollock don't have Ivicos. I already get some dislikes on my video, which obviously people are upset about what I'm doing. So I'm very conscious of posting the same thing over and over again. So I don't want to be repetitive and, um, bore you guys. I would rather keep the content interesting, that people are still subscribing to me, rather than repetitive. I have said before, I hate doing time lapses. I just think there's not much point. But unfortunately, um, that's going to be the way of it due to the new policies that my work have brought out. That I'm going to have to maybe do time lapses. And as regard to doing talkovers, I like doing my content on that day and editing it that day, so I know where I've been, etc. If you can imagine, I'm now doing 6 days. It's very difficult to try and remember everything and then edit it in the correct order. Um, that's why I like doing sort of daily style vlogs. Sorry, Liam, your message has been retracted apparently. I don't know the names, but the drivers are nice to chat to. I met you there as well when we went round to the agency, Blue Arrow. We went round to driver hire, fella, not Blue Arrow, and you met Tam, or Tommy. Very, very good friend of mine's. Could you not stick your GoPro to the outside for some funky angles? I could, but then it comes down to when I deliver to companies that their company logo may be in the shot, which just makes it really, really difficult now for actually making content. I would love to do more reversing, etc., but most are all the same anyway. Time lapses are pointless. See, and this is why I prefer to speak to you guys, so I can get your honest opinion. I'm gonna head. That's me loading now. Good work, my man. Stay safe. No worries, T. Yeah, that's why I'd rather, not do time lapses. I see Kev's just released a 6 hour long video of his actual day. Why don't you use a lavalier? Sorry, Alvarez, I didn't quite catch that. That means you could overlap your video. I've honestly no idea what that is, mate, being brutally honest with you. Well, when you're coming to the drop-off, change the camera to like this so you can't see logos. Again, mate, if it's pointing at the window, what I'm reversing, for instance, Tesco's logo is written right along the side of the building. It's just stuff like that. Although Trucker Andy did do a drop into Tesco's, so maybe they're okay with filming, or maybe it's just some sites that are difficult. I don't get why you can't show company logos. I know, mate. It is very, very annoying. Microphone that you put on your chest area. Alright, okay. I have spent quite a bit of money on my microphone though, Alvarez, for the GoPro, so I don't get paid off anything off YouTube, as you're probably well aware yourself, so I'm constantly having that constant fight with myself of, do I want to go and spend another £150 on camera setups, etc., when I'm not going to get any money for it, Um, Obviously, I've got living costs, etc. So it's just that constant battle of, do I put more money into my YouTube, or do I actually put more money into myself and stuff that I want to do? Bring your truck down to the Devon Truck Show, mate. Would love to see you. Would love to see a Pollock truck there. I know they do Peterborough. I don't know how far down the country Pollock actually go, to be honest with you. I know there's a driver on his way to Sussex at the moment, so maybe at some point with Under the Truck. I've not seen Jono's recent video, I'll be honest with you. Under the Truck would be a good angle, but again, for me, Dazzer, if that camera falls off and breaks, that's it for me. I've only got the one camera, and I can't justify breaking a £300 camera. I'm sure there's many other YouTubers like me that, you know, we're all skint, and yeah, I just don't want to take the risk of dropping the only thing that I've got at the moment to make money with. Well, not make money with, to make content with. Working in a bank holiday must be raking it in. I don't get any extra, I don't think. I've yet to ask. I don't really like talking about money. I just signed the contract, and yeah, probably end up getting. Probably should read the contract, shouldn't I? I've got to shoot, sadly, bud. Keep safe. No worries, Tom. Hope you're well anyway, fella. Do you reckon Alvarez and Trucker Craig will ever have a proper fight instead of trying to eat each other like all girls? I don't think, Liam, that's really appropriate for being on my video, to be honest with you. I'm not going to actually answer that one either, and I hope Alvarez or Craig don't answer that one either, because that's what us HDV drivers are trying to reverse, the image that we're all idiots, and you saying stuff like that is just provoking a fight. Nothing is ever sorted with physical violence, so I'm not even going to bother entertaining an answer for that one. Moving on. I agree, correct. Yeah, well, you can understand, you know, it's a GoPro Hero 7 is what I've got. It's about £300. It was a very, very expensive purchase for me when there's certain other things I could be doing with my money, but instead I decided to go and buy a camera. Now that I know that I can make, I'm now struggling to make content, I don't want to go out and buy another camera just for the sake of content. Get yourself a mod that you trust, mate, to delete comments like that. Grant here is a very good friend of mine. He does my Facebook page for me, and it's soon I'll be you know what, Liam? I tell you what, Grant, I'm gonna add you as a moderator, mate. Can you ban this idiot, please, or delete him, or one of the two? You know what? I used to care about subscribers, but now I'm just not even bothered about you, mate. Message deleted by Grant. There we go. Done. Thank you, Paul. I've got no time for idiots like that. My opinion, okay, on the Alvarez, DD, Craig, whatever you want, right? I'm not going to get involved. It's not my area to get involved, and I just don't want to add my input and be biased. I respect everyone in the HGV industry, full stop. I don't have anything to say on the matter with you. That's what. So I think I should go and bring in bad vibes. No, Alvarez, don't be stupid. Don't be stupid at all, fella. That's why Grant's now a moderator on here, so you can control what's being said. Alright, don't think you have to leave, mate, because of some childish people on here, alright? That's not how this works. I'm here to try and answer and speak to everybody that's subscribed to me, so... I should apologise, I do vape, so you all see that, and obviously you've seen that on Dazzer the Truckers podcast. It will all come together for you, mate. Just be patient and keep it up. I'm trying, mate. As I said, he tried to stir crap on my page. Oh my god, Ned Kelly's in my life. Oh, hey buddy, big fan of yours. Holy crap. We're all friends here, no hate, only good vibes. That's pretty much me. Our job is hard enough as it is being a HGV driver, let alone um, people like that that just want to try and start stuff. It's not cool. Grow up. Simple as that. Anyway, that's enough airtime that twit is getting. And I'm trying to be good and not swear, but it is very difficult being Scottish and brought up on a culture of swearing. So I need to watch what I say before I get before I even get monetized. And that's one thing I did hear. Any new HGV vloggers that are on here that are thinking about vlogging, or vloggers in general, swearing is apparently, how should I word this actually? YouTube go through your content that you've been doing. I still can't believe Ned, you're in my live, mate. They go through your content that you've brought up, and if something like swearing, etc., is, that's me, lot. I swear loads. Well, I hear that they don't. It's very difficult to get monetized if your content has swearing in it. That's what I've been told by various other sources, so that's why I'm trying to keep myself as PG as possible, and not swear, to be honest with you. Is I don't think swearing's cool, to be honest with you. I'd rather just people like me for my content rather than how many F-bombs I can produce during a video, which if I was unfiltered it would probably be quite a lot. I know I get a lot of kids watching on mine, so I tried to keep it to minimum. I think that's it as well. I think, you know, there is a lot, and this is why I tried to make my channel the way it is towards younger people. You know, that they can watch my videos and not have their parents going, why is that Scottish man swearing every 30 seconds? So that, you know, that's the reason for my channel, was to try and encourage more HGV drivers into the industry that are under the age of 21, ideally. Oh, okay. Everyone swears. Yeah, Andy, but when you're being broadcast to a platform like YouTube, it's not really something you want to be doing. You guys are getting the recognition for the job you've done, and you're doing this through the pandemic, and yet still idiots are starting it. Unfortunately, Alan, that's the case. I don't think HGV drivers have ever got the proper recognition that they deserve. There is obviously people out there that are making really nice efforts towards HGV drivers, but in the first couple of weeks of this pandemic, you know, being refused for toilets, being refused for showers, places to eat, etc. It wasn't until a news channel obviously brought this to light. Hi Max. You know, that I honestly thought, and this is my truthful opinion, see, when all this stuff started, I honestly thought there was going to be a HGV strike, that all HGV drivers walked out, and just seeing how quickly the country falls. That was my honest, where I thought the country was going, until companies actually started waiting, oh wait a minute, we've got a load of hand sanitizer on the way down, how's it getting there? Oh, on the back of a truck. You know, that's when it started hitting home of why we actually need HGV drivers. Right, I'm missing the comments. Was your old man a truck driver as well? He still is a truck driver, mate. He works for various agencies, and he's also a transport. He takes people through his operator's license. So say a company was wanting to go and start trading in the haulage industry, he sets them up from the initial I want to buy a truck to getting them on the road. That's what he does for a living. He makes very good money out of it as well, I might add. I watch you all truck vloggers and love seeing where y'all go. Keep up the good work. I just seem to go up and down to Preston with you, Simon, which is why I'm struggling for content, because that's all I've been doing, is just up and down to Preston, and I'm getting bored of it, so you guys must get bored of it. I was refused toilet a few times. I was as well until I fought my argument, and yeah, um, let's just say I wasn't very PG when it comes to that. It would drop on its knees if all drivers done that. They would need the army. Yeah, but they still wouldn't be allowed on the road. They don't have a CPC if you're in the army. Um, but that's honestly the way I thought the country was going to go. I thought that all HGV drivers were going to walk out after the way that we were treated at the start of this. And to be honest, the way that we now still get treated is pretty shocking. What trucks are in your fleet apart from your trucks? So Pollock have a couple of V8 Scanies, a couple of next gens, some older Scanies. They've also got DAFs, Mercedes, and a couple of Volvos, and a couple of Renaults as well, and some MENs obviously. Um, have you seen any of my YouTube videos? I have, Max, yes. Do you know the guys at Hislop Haulage at Roxburgh? I've seen their trucks floating about. They've got one very nice V8 Scania, don't they, Niall? Giveaway time soon for the page. What you think? And the T-Cab. Yes, Pollock do have a T-Cab as well. Unfortunately, it's not a V8. But it is a rear rear air tag axle, so it's actually quite a nice truck. Giveaway time. I have been in contact with a company about doing some stickers, and we've agreed on a price. I'm just waiting on them sending out some proof ones before I commit and buy them. It's just obviously to support the channel, to be honest with you, and the cost of making my YouTube videos. I'm not doing it for a profit. You can ask anyone from Luke to who else sells merchandise. Does Jay sell merchandise? Maybe. Just obviously to offset the cost of doing this. There's a lot of overheads that I've had to spend out, and people wanted to support me, so thought stickers would be the way. I seen the DAF XF with the air horns in your fleet. There is about 6 air DAF XFs in the fleet, Max. So I don't know which one you would have seen. Did they sell the Peterbilt? Yes, the Peterbilt sold to a company in Canada. I believe, yeah, because there was a photo that was uploaded about a year ago today, and the truck was out working still in the Pollock colours. So it's in Canada, unfortunately. It was exported. If I photograph your truck one day, can you give me a hoot and a thumbs up? Yes, I'm constantly in the Golden Fleece services, Max, so if you're ever around, then or hit me up on Instagram where you are, and maybe try and get a meet up. I think two stickers and a tee for people who share and comment. I don't have any t-shirts at the moment, Grant, but stickers definitely are on the way. I'll definitely buy a boot sticker for my car if you get them made. It's in the process, Devon. I'm just waiting on the company sending me out some proofs. Night, mate. Gonna go try watch Kev T's massive vlog. Yeah, his vlog's 6 hours long. His new one. Kind of got me inspired to do a day in the life of a Class 1 driver. Where did they get the Peterbilt from? I have no idea. With Max. So a few times down here in Newmarket. Oh, right, okay. Well, Niall, I'm now on the distance work, so hopefully I'll be able to get further down the country. Skip a few hours, I did. You need to watch the vlog all the way through, even if you put it on and fall asleep. Help support Kev by his watch time. If anyone else has any questions that they would love to answer or love to ask me, then I will try and answer as much as possible. Jordan, is part of your limitations giving a talk while driving? Yes, Alvarez. So, in my video where I went down to T-Sport, the thumbnail picture is an Actros with a 2XL trailer. I picked up a sheet of paper like this to look at the address. Now, I temporarily took my eyes off the road to look at the sheet of paper. Now, there was a complaint that was sent in, but unbeknown to me, there was a complaint that was sent into the office about that. Because I was filming myself and because I wasn't paying attention to the road, is what the email read. They reported me for that. Um, so unfortunately, I can no longer film myself while driving. Only when I'm parked up is when I can film. When was you down at T Sport? That was my neck of the woods. That was quite a while ago now, to be honest with you. A good couple of weeks ago. Movie makers have a big fleet. Is there not a couple of vloggers that are that do like the exhibition stuff? As I've always maintained since I've started my channel, my dream is to do European tramping. Whether or not that happens is another story, but that. When I was working on Class 2, I worked for a sound and vision company, who did a lot of like exhibition stuff. So you would load up in Scotland and go down to like Manchester, Liverpool, London, Bournemouth, etc. I love that style of work, and I would love to get back into that, or I would love to do like the Formula One, being a Class 1 driver, just like transporting tyres. Don't do Facebook. We did make a Facebook page because I was constantly getting asked for one, and we did make one, and I think it's got over 500 likes on it, or people have liked it, or I don't know the proper terminology. Social Zoom, I'm pointing the camera front view. Again, Alvarez, I can't post anything while I'm driving, fella. I've been limited to no footage while driving. I can do time lapses as long as the camera is voice activated, which it is. Oh, I think after a Hero 6 is when the voice recognition set in, but I'm just limiting myself completely to no talking and driving. As the allegation that was made against me is quite serious, and yeah. What's your favourite truck? I'll give you my two favourite trucks because just trying to give more input. No, don't worry about Alvarez. I appreciate your questions. That's why I'm obviously answering them to the best of my ability, and it's stuff that I would have said in a video anyway. But as I said, I'm struggling for content this week, so that's why I'm doing this live. I'm going to give you my two favourite trucks, right? As a day-to-day driver, as in you start on a Sunday or a Monday and finish on a Friday or a Saturday, I would say that Volvos are the nicest to drive on the market. No worries, HGV. Hey Fraser, how you doing? As for a truck that I find aesthetically pleasing, a show truck or a show pony, I would have to say a Longline Scania would probably be up there. If I could have like an S730 Longline, I would love. As a day-to-day driver, any Volvo FH, like a 500 or an FH16, they're my two favourite trucks out on the road. Longline Scania or right. Pollock seemed to come across as a strict company to work for to stop you vlogging. Andy, it's not as strict as it seems. It's obviously just the fact as well that that my work is obviously my income, so I'm just trying to not get myself fired. So if that means I've got to be strict with myself and say no, I'm not going to do this, even though Pollux has said it's kind of alright, I'd rather just keep myself in the right and just stick to my word. I used to be a Scania man till I drove a Volvo FH. I find that the Volvo's layout is just fantastic. The gearbox is fantastic. I haven't got anything to criticise about Volvos, to be honest with you. I think they're the better designed trucks. I've not driven an next-gen Scania though. I've been told that that's apparently a game changer. The new Scanias are quite nice to drive, so My favourite truck is a DAF XF with air horns. Just a DAF XF, like a 510 or a Longline DAF Max. Would you ever buy your own truck? So yes, I said this in my last video. If this was to take off and, money was no object, I would love to go out and build my own show pony Scania. I would love to have like an R580 or an R620. I would love to make one or build one so that I can take to shows and be, well, the first YouTuber with his own truck would be quite nice, to be honest with you. And that, because I wouldn't be doing it professionally, I wouldn't need to go through an operator's license, etc. Ag Fraser, I'm feeling much better, fella. Hello, Julia from Birmingham. How are you? I see your point, mate. At the end of the day, it's your job, but it's their company truck. Yes, it is their company. It's their truck. I'm just a driver at the end of the day. I've not been here long enough to pull my weight around, so I just knuckle under and get on with the job in hand. And if there's time for filming, there's time for filming. That's the way I look at it, fella. I like the Volvo 510 and 530. Pollock have got a really nice limited edition 530. It's cherry red, I believe. My brother hates Scanias. I do get them, like when people have got really nice airbrushed Scanias, I appreciate the work that's gone into it, but I don't get the whole V8 hype thing as like a day-to-day driver. Like I know of people that have taken pay cuts to drive a V8. I think that's just a little bit silly, but that's just my personal opinion. Get a Scania 143. They've already done too much. I'd rather have a slightly newer truck. I did look at a truck, but it's 12 grand and I don't have £12,000 to spend right now. If I did, I would have bought it. The intention of the old Scanias, the seating position is slightly off. The new gen are so nice to drive. I've yet to drive one, Devon, but I would love to. I would love to have a shot of a next gen to see what they're like. Give them a DAF or a Volvo any day. You don't, yes, don't give them justification for dismissal. I used to be a trained union rep, and it's difficult to defend employees that don't comply with company's policies. I've tried complying with as much as I can in regards to Pollock. As I've said from the very, very start, I want to paint Pollock in a very positive light. I want you guys to see the positive stuff that I see every day. Yes, there is some stuff that goes on behind the scenes that question it, but as an overall company to work for, they are a fantastic company to work for, given the fact that they're giving new drivers the opportunity to get behind the wheel. But I will be complying with what they tell me to do until a time where I'm in a position that I can throw my weight about a little bit and go, no, I want to do this. I know someone that likes Scanias but not other trucks. I wonder who that could be, Max. Hello, Just Don't, how are you? 12k for that truck, that's very cheap. I think I've still got the link to it. It was a black R620. Oh, there's a team of boy racers that have just drove past me. It was a black R620 Streamline. It was a really nice truck, and I only had like 400,000 kilometers on it. My brother had been a truck driver for 40 years, drove most trucks on the road. You're always going to get those people, I prefer this, I want that, etc. As I said, I've known of people to take pay cuts just because they want a V8 Scania. Would you consider doing a video on unloading safety, as I don't feel it's covered enough for the driver's CPC and would be helpful? It's not probably covered because it's very, very difficult to try, and every load is different. For instance, when you're transporting crisps, they compact it that tightly in the truck that you can get away with strapping every second. Well, in fact, you can't even really do that. You can strap every second pallet with the inbuilt straps in the truck, and as long as you put the strap through the back of it crisscross to push it forward, they're actually fine with that. There's other places that you're going to that has to be Wow, that's a very loud Nissan. There is a very some places you go into, they are very, very particular on how you strap. For instance, the toilet rolls where I've been before, they will, every fourth pallet you put a strap crisscross through it, and that's fine for there. So it really just depends on what area, but I will try and do some sort of strapping down the load. If not, Trucker J in the UK, he's put up quite a few videos of strapping up loads, so I would maybe go and give him a follow to see some load securing. There may be some people obviously disagree with what he does, but it gives you the gist of what you should really be doing. Obviously there's some stuff that, you know, you just don't put a strap over the top of, i.e. Crisps, etc., and there's some stuff that you have to be a little bit more careful of. I'm your room. Oh, hi Charlie, how are you, pal? Okay, I've missed a lot of comments. Pollock Scottrans was founded by 1935 by William Pollock. Am I correct? Yes, 1935 is when Pollock was created. One of the older generations of Pollocks still are floating about, and the owner now is seen near, well, he's in the office every day. He's one of these owners that actually come in and shows face, right? And he does take note, like you will see him walking about the yard inspecting the trucks, just making sure that obviously his purchases are being looked after, so it's a good incentive to keep the truck clean. Is the hazard perception HGV much different to the car one? I thought they were the same. Honestly, Fraser, I think they are the same, and that's why I failed my hazard perception the first time, because I'm obviously, being a driver of many years, I'm seeing hazards well before they happen, and I was clicking the thing too early. I think the hazard perception is set up for 17-year-olds that are just about to pass their test. Chatting with me in a HGV. Hello sir, how are you? I'm a great fan of your content. I did love that recent video of yours with the I got the same comment as you from the guy from Leeds about the dirty workwear. If the wheels are turning, the truck is earning. I drive a Scania R450 and it does the job and I get paid for it. I don't really get a hard on it. I'm trying to keep this PG over trucks, to be honest. As I said, I mean, I like trucks that have had obviously work done to them. I appreciate it, but as for a daily truck where you're going down country lanes, etc., it's going to get scratched. You're going to get people pulling out in front of you. I just don't see the traction. As a show truck for a Scania, yes, maybe not as a daily driver, because you are going to get the people that are going to go, oh, you drive a V8 Scania, you must be intimate relations with the person that owns the company. I drive a next-gen Scania for over a year and hated it. Give me a Volvo any day. I would certainly say, as a daily driver or daily truck, I would certainly say Volvo has the edge. Have you seen truck spotters? I've seen a few. There's one at Lancaster Services at the Go Outdoor Calf. She took some photos. That's where I got papped twice now in there. And I was also papped on the M74 as well pretty recently. I've yet to put that photo up on Instagram. Do you think the DAF should have a more powerful engine than a 530? I would say anything over 500 horsepower in a tractor unit is more than suffice. Anything less than 500 and it's just slow. That, like this MEN I'm driving is 510 brake horsepower and it does pull pretty well, but obviously being in Scotland we have some pretty aggressive hills which does test most trucks. So I'd say anything less than 500 brake and it's not worth its weight, as you're burning more fuel trying to get up a hill than you would be with a slightly more powerful truck. Put a chain over crisps long, yeah, and rip them to absolute shreds. How good are the beds in trucks? You get some trucks, it just depends on the mattress with you, to be honest. Some trucks have comfier mattresses, like DAF have their own mattress that they sell, a comfort mattress which is actually really thick. For instance, in my truck at the moment, I've got the mattress from up there on my bed because the beds are really uncomfy in MENs as standard, unless you obviously opt to have a comfort mattress, but you can buy them through various different companies that obviously sell aftermarket products for trucks. Complete. Grant, can you delete that comment, please, mate? From hide user on this channel. The user's messages will be hidden. There we go. Matthew McKenna. Hello, are you going to do Truckfest in Scotland this year? Yes, I am hopefully going to do Truckfest if Nicola Sturgeon allows us to be in, allows, mass gatherings. Obviously Truckfest is a very, very big show, so, and being that I'm from Scotland, I will be making an appearance at Truckfest Scotland if it does go ahead. Am I maybe lucky enough to get in with Pollock and bring a truck? I don't know yet. I'll just have to wait and find out. What do you think of the new MEN truck? Devonin, I said this in my recent video, the sound system in here is fantastic. The updated entertainment system, but honestly it looks like someone's just shot a gun and placed buttons absolutely everywhere that makes no sense. The steering wheel's too big and there's no kick down on the transmission. There's a local haulage firm near to me in Penrith called Ian Wrigley. I know Ian Wrigley's vehicles, and to be fair, I do get a semi on over the units. They are old Scanias, but a Wellman. I have to say, when you chatting with me in the HGV, his vehicles are stunning. You can't get a job in Ian Wrigley's because he treats his drivers that well that they are there until they retire. The tractor units are so well looked after, so well presented. That company, he has an absolute gem of a company. This live stream has been going for 40 minutes already. I know, I'm managing to chat for 40 minutes. Yeah, I would say, same as like Stuart Nichols' fleet, his fleet are stunning. Healthy rivalry between Pollock and WH Malcolm. No, WH Malcolm's wave at us, I wave back at WH Malcolm's. I wouldn't say there's a rivalry at all, to be honest. I think we do work for each other, so honestly, I don't think there's a rivalry there. Have you ever been to Ireland? No, I would love to go over and be a tank driver, but Pollock don't go outside of the UK and they don't go over to Northern Ireland either, so for the sake of that, unfortunately I'm never going to be over there. But my car is in Northern Ireland. If you were to do European work, where would you like a run to? Honestly, Fraser, give me a tractor unit and a trailer and let me go out for 6 weeks. I will do whatever someone asks me to do. They've just done a new MEN. It's not up for sale yet. Would recommend taking a look. Interior is very nice. I did see Stavros's video on the new MEN. It was like, I believe, gold ones that he was test driving, and they've updated the interior yet again. Same as DAF as well. DAFs have been needing an improvement in their, an update in their interior for a while now, to be honest with you. It just seems like every tractor unit you get into for DAF is exactly the same. Does it ever get cramped in the truck? In the last DAF that I drove, surprisingly, it was very, very cramped. I could do that and touch the roof, whereas in this one, it's like an Actros Gigaspace. It's huge. Nah, mate. Sorry, I meant you boys all getting well. You boys all have nice tidy units whenever I see them on the M6. We'd obviously do try and keep it clean. As I said, the owner for Pollock is regularly spotted walking around the yard to make sure that his vehicles are being looked after. Obviously there's the certain drivers that have been there the longest that get given the nicer vehicles. This is a fleet one in a minute at the moment, but you are obviously told to keep the vehicles clean. Also as well, if a DVSA drives past you and you've got a dirty tractor unit and a dirty trailer, it's screaming pull me. You really can't care, and there's probably a lot of time where you know, they'll pull drivers over just because of how the truck looks. I live around the corner from here regularly, mate. Yes, their drivers' jobs are dead men's shoes. I'm almost a year in AW Jenkinson's on walking floors. It's been a great experience for me so far. Well, that's a big controversy subject at the moment, about the obviously the Jenkinson's driver. I believe Jenkinson's played really well for in the industry, like really well. So I don't know why that driver was having a gripe about. Do you ever regret going tramping, missing home comforts, i.e. washing at the end of your shift? Nuki, hi Darren. To be honest with you, pal, I wash every day. I will stop at services, take a 15, and go and have a shower. I do miss my own home. I pay a lot of money each month in rent to spend 45 hours a week there. But I think you have to be born for this lifestyle where you can't really miss home. So for me, I don't really miss it, to be honest with you, but I always, if I can, each day try and have a shower either last thing at night or halfway during the day, so I'm at least clean. Carry some baby wipes as well for obviously end of the shift. And you know, regularly clean the truck as I would my house. So you know, I have to just be cosmetically, I have to be clean and tidy. There's no point being a dirty truck driver. You live in this truck for 6 years, so 6 years for 6 days, so yeah. Hey Darren, how is your car? My car is good. It's I don't drive it that much at the moment, so my brakes are actually squeaking quite badly because, well, I'm not using my car that much. Hi Mark, how are you, pal? The driver who dropped the trailer was an idiot. For the sake of £25 for a night of money, he probably lost his last 3 weeks' wages as we are paid 2 weeks in arrears. I would also hazard a guess as well, chatting, that he's probably been done for criminal damage, intentionally dropping that trailer. I'd be very, very surprised if he hasn't been in, or the police haven't been in contact. I've been watching your videos since I saw you working for JBT and you came to my yard to pick up a trailer from Hamilton. Were you the guy that helped guide me back at Hamilton when it was my first ever time with a an XL trailer with rear steer? Jenks pay well, to be honest, and I'm on the whole are a good firm to work for. Like, Penrith Truck Stop is an amazing truck stop. It's so clean, it's unreal. It's cleaner than my house. I've been told that A.W. Jenkinson's, you know, treat the drivers with respect. And obviously there's one idiot that's gone out there and, you know, unfortunately ruined everything because of his stupidity. I see a truck as more of a hobby than a job. It's a win-win for myself, lol. How do you see it, as a job or a hobby? I am of the impression, Devon, when I get my own tractor unit, I think I will look after it, do a little bits and pieces, like a light board, etc., where it will become more of a hobby of actually looking after the thing. Being cab topped for the last couple of weeks, I'll wash the truck, but that's as far as I'll go. Most of them are not that nice inside, so when I actually get my own tractor unit, fella, there's like one that I can park up on a Friday and know that I'm getting it back on a Monday. Then yeah, I'll maybe start considering it more of as a... Oh, I've just turned my air seat off. Yeah, that was me with him turning back wheels. Yes, hello fella, how are you? Nice to meet you. I've not been back to JBT since, to be honest with you. My sis has been friends with you for 4 years. Actually has. Yeah, he was arrested by the police after posting that footage. I ran out of Penrith, mate. I'm not pushed and it's no either. I'm a tramper from Monday to Friday from Penrith Truck Stop. As I said, I think I said this in Daz's live stream as well. I had a feeling he was going to get done for criminal damage. The fact that he filmed it first of all and then deliberately dropped the trailer and even says it in the video, that is enough to get someone done. I'll be very surprised as well if he isn't in front of the traffic commissioner, resulting in him probably losing his license. Hey Luke, how you doing, fella? Yeah, up in front of the traffic commissioner, losing his license, and probably having to pay back the damages. You know, I'm sure Jenkinsons will probably take him to court and sue him and win to get the money back that they're going to have to pay, because obviously it's not just the trailer he's damaged, it's the tractor units as well, which you guys obviously drive next gen Scanias. I was meant to get my own truck this year, but because of COVID, I'll be doing it next year. I believe, from what I've been told, Pollock have 10 new DAF, one of the big ones, up at DAF, that are waiting to get released, but the owner's not releasing them until all this is over with, because there's no point introducing new trucks when you've got this virus going around. So I believe there's some new trucks coming for Pollock. I don't know exactly what is happening with him, but I know that Jenks will not let him get away with that. No, I wouldn't either, to be honest with you. If someone's going to the point to film doing criminal damage, that's enough of a reason to go after them. Simple as that. I'm assuming that trailer would have probably got written off as well. Was it empty? I can't tell by the video. It sounded empty, so that's probably enough for the pressure of it dropping to split the chassis on it. And certainly the tractor unit will be buggered. Have you ever crashed or hit into anything? I have, actually. My second time driving an XL trailer with a rear steer. If anybody knows the type of loading bays where you'd reverse the truck in between and the loading bays are equal on either sides, I can't remember the name of them. Hopefully there's someone in here that will be able to tell, where basically the forklift driver can drive straight over the truck or the trailer if he wanted to. First, finger bay, that's it, thank you. I was reversing onto a finger bay. Second time ever driving an XL trailer with rear steer. Obviously the rear axle does move to make it more manoeuvrable. And I hit the side of the building. Now, on this side, I hit it. I hadn't put myself further enough over, and I took out the corrugated steel, which is like the fascia plate for the building. So it was basically just a it basically just covers the insulation on the inside. It was £15 worth of damage, which I paid for out of my own pocket. It was obviously me that hit it. I wasn't willing to let the company pay for it, considering it was my fault, so I paid for the metal, which was £15. There you go, there's a bit more about me. Finger bay. Nope, it was loaded with 23 tons of wood, I heard. Right, gotta go, mate. I've subbed to you. Speak soon. All the best. No worries, mate. I'm pretty sure I'm already subbed to you, but if I'm not chatting, I will definitely be subscribing to you. Got those bays at British Gypsum near Penrith, mate. I made a clown out of me the first time. I think it is. You can normally lock the rear. I did lock the rear, but the size of the yard that I was in was tiny. I was told before I went that it was a tight yard, and I was doing it at night as well in a truck that hadn't been washed. So basically I had everything going against me, and I thought I was some super duper driver and I could get it in a winner, and I was wrong. And I've always now learned from my mistakes. I'm a decorating, no worries. I learned from my mistakes, so I've never ever tried attempting doing something that I'm not comfortable with ever again. How you going, mate? I'm very well. JLM Transport. How are you doing, sir? But the rear steer you can turn off, but sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, just depending on. Sorry, I must apologise. I'm just fixing my belt on my trousers at the moment. It's quite tight. How was the KFC? Oh, it was lovely, look. I can't believe I paid £2.30 for the guy to deliver it, right? And he had to go back because he forgot the juice. The worst bit of it is he drove over here, which is the really, really funny bit. Rather than, you know, walking over and saving himself fuel money. Logic, eh? Logic. I need to open this window if I'm going to vape in this cab. Ahoy from a fellow truck driver. Hello, Demon. How are you, sir? I hope you're doing well. But yeah, I think we'll maybe stay on here till the hour mark. Thanks, look. Scottish country, you might do a William Wallace. Would I be a true Scotsman though, Alvarez, and go no boxers? That's a very important question. No, I would. I don't actually own a kilt, believe it or not. I'm Scottish and I don't own a kilt. I'm half Scottish, half English, but I have to say I'm Scottish for obviously the obvious reasons that my channel is a Scottish truck driver. Lol, we all make mistakes. I forgot to take the airlines off my truck this other week and I've been doing this for 5 years. I think, honestly, I'm not slating off older truck drivers, by no means at all, but see when you get so into a routine of doing something, that's when mistakes happen. Your newbie drivers are probably a bit easier for you know, doing silly stuff to start with. See the older drivers, they're the one that forget to disconnect airlines, that drop trailers, etc. Just joined the stream. How long you been driving? I have been howdy fella. Hi Nessa, how are you? Nothing wrong with going commando. Well, I do live in Scotland and it's very, very cold and I'm not particularly well endowed, so I can imagine it would be like a studded peanut by the time that I'd walked round the Scottish Truck Show. Just joined the stream. How long you been driving? I have been driving professionally class 2 for a year and class 1 is just under a year. Professionally driving since obviously I was 17. I was a chauffeur till I was 21. I then was self-employed European van driver, and then I've moved on to HGVs. So there's a bit more of my life story. Hey Jack, how are you fella? Ask Nessa about how she's doing with her injury and how is she doing. Nessa, I have to ask you, how are you doing with your injury? How are you? Ugh, man, I'm starting to struggle. Speak here. Ask Nessa about how is she doing with her injury and how is she doing. How are you doing, Nessa? And what happened for you to be injured? Doing good. How are you? I'm okay, mate. I'm that good at my job. I arrived at a collection 14 hours early, so I'm gonna have to wait till 7 o'clock tomorrow morning before I can go in. Any tips at reversing? I'm so bad at it. I haven't long past mind. Are you in regular use of Arctic? You're class 2 or class 1 driver, Matthew? Alright pal, came over from Look See in a HGV post. Oh nice, thank you Matthew for joining. The other Matthew, do you have regular use of a class 1 or are you class 2 or don't say Eagle Couriers law? No. I used to work for myself, so I set up with one van and me, and that grew from being just a solo van man to going from like Edinburgh to Glasgow. It then became Edinburgh to Aberdeen. I started going down to Manchester, started going down to London. I was doing London 3 times a week. Eventually I got some contacts in Paris and eventually did furniture transportation from Inverness over to Paris. France then became Spain, Germany, Switzerland, Sweden. So it just grew and grew and grew. I had at one point 5 members of staff working for me and 4 vans. That was a great time to practice a bit of class reverse in lorry parks. Oh, it was so quiet on roads. Yeah, I mean, go to a car park, set out some cones, and yeah, DD in his recent video just gave a good reversing example. I'm trying to get more reversing stuff, but it's very difficult with the policies that I've had put in place against me. I'm good, thank you. My ligaments and tendons and my knees are torn and fractured, dislocation of my kneecaps, slow progress for thing. Well, slow progress, but progress nonetheless. Thanks for asking. Well, hoping you can recover soon, Nessa, because that sounds horrible, to be honest with you. Repeat, only way to get better. Exactly. Good man. That's me now. Got 2 drivers, self-employed with their vans and going good. I'm see if I'd strapped the camera onto my head for what the stuff that I used to do. Like, I used to do crazy hours. Oh, someone asked if I work for myself or I work for Pollock Scott Trans in Bathgate. See if I'd actually filmed myself when I was a bit younger doing the van driving stuff. I think that would have been really good content. Famously doing Cooper to the south of France in one sitting by myself. I did have a mate that sat next to me, but it was only me that was insured on the van, so yeah, that was about 15 to 16 hours straight driving, all for one customer that desperately wanted furniture. I used to transport motorcycles around the country as well. That was, yeah. This is going back years ago and it's completely irrelevant to my channel now. She had a serious injury on one of her legs. Yeah, she's just explained, mate. That's well, we can all hopefully offer Nessa a speedy recovery, and you know, I suppose it's kind of a good time to be off at the moment. You know, to recover with COVID, you don't really feel like you're going to be missing much, because obviously there's not much. From what I'm led to believe, there's not much work about. I feel sorry for anyone that is unemployed during this time, or being furloughed, or being paid off. It must be very, very difficult and a pretty upsetting time for most. It sounds like ego hours, lol. I don't push them hard, but it's there if it's needed. Well, at least you don't push your staff. How far do you travel south? Do you ever go to any of the pallet networks? We do a lot of pallet stuff, to be honest with you, but it's mostly RDCs that I go into. Obviously your big supermarket ones, we go into quite a bit. So it really just depends on, what work is there. But unfortunately, no, we don't really do that much pallet stuff. We carry a lot of pallets, but yeah, unfortunately, it's not as much as what I would like to do. Furthest to go south at the moment I've done is just underneath Liverpool. It's the furthest I've gone at the moment. I do know there's another driver on his way down to Sussex at the moment, so obviously longer stuff is going to be happening. It's just unfortunately during this time, there's not that much work out there. Yeah, class reversion, class beer practice will always be just so frustrating trying to get. Take your time, mate. There's no point trying to damage a truck, trying to get it quickly onto a bay. If you know someone that has like a van and a trailer, you can go and borrow it just to, learn yourself with predictability, learning about angles, etc. But I would heavily just say, mate, practice is perfect. Ask your boss, if you can go into the yard one day on your day off, and just practice some reversing. I think they'll probably appreciate that more, you wanting to learn rather than, I've seen drivers take 45 minutes to get onto base, so believe me, you're never going to be the worst person out there. My wife, the boss, just arrived, so I'll catch you later. Very good vlog, we'll watch when able to do so. No worries, Alvarez. I hope you're doing well anyway, fella. And as I said, you have my utmost respect, mate, for making that video private. But we've obviously spoken Instagram DMs, so I'll speak to you on there, fella. If you need someone to talk to, respect. Bye, buddy. If you have to do 4 shunts to go on a baby, that's completely normal. I think there should be more set up in the test to actually help drivers. Hopefully next year I get a unit and I'll go solo, hoping for trailer contract work. That's always been the plan. Take care, bud. Going to grab a beer and enjoy your stream. That's honestly, mate, my goal as well. As I've said before in previous videos, that's what my dad does for a living. He sets companies up from someone thinking they want to buy a tractor unit, going through the whole operator's process, right to the end of, you know, dealing with a truck on a week-to-week basis, you know, the 6 weekly checks, etc. I don't think a lot of people understand how difficult it is to get a tractor unit and trailer on the road. You can't just park it outside your house. You need to have secure facilities to store it, etc. You need a transport manager. You need to have a certain amount of money in the bank, blah blah blah. It's a very, very expensive thing to do, but you know, for the sake of being your own boss and having your own truck, yeah, it's something I've wanted to do for quite a while. And if money is, I'm ever in a fortunate enough position to get the money, I would love to start my own company, but at the moment it's not feasible. Although I am trying to work on it slowly but surely. I'm trying to build up enough cash to actually go out and buy my own tractor unit. I believe the starting figure you need to have in the bank is around 10 grand. That's not including the price of actually buying the truck. And then obviously you need to have enough money to sustain yourself over, say, 2 months, as most companies pay 30-day or 60-day invoicing. So you need to have enough money to keep that tractor unit going for 2 months without really waiting on people paying you back for jobs that you do. That's what I'm doing. We'll be vlogging the steps of starting my own transport company next year. Well, I'll be certainly wanting to watch it. Devin, is that something I'm very interested in learning to do? Like Annie Woodcombe says, I'm off. Later fella, take care, be safe. Thank you very much. Hi buddy, hope all is well with you and your family. We're good, we're good. I've only got my dad left, so I know he's good. He's sent me a message during this. Next year I'll go half with you. I don't know if I could go half. I'd work as like a driver, you know, if you wanted a driver, then I would do it. I know of places where you can get work pretty easily. I just haven't had the cojones yet to actually go out and do it. 70 minutes in so far. I know I'm watching. I haven't hit anything yet, so can't be doing bad. Thanks guys, appreciate it. You're never gonna really learn until you actually hit something, to be honest with you. Every driver is gonna say they've not hit something, but guaranteed they have. Whether it be a wall, a loading bay, you know. Our secret. I'll work for you, mate, just as long as you're paying well. Hi Michael, how are you doing? Right, I'm going to keep this going till 75 minutes and then I am going to go off as I'm getting a rather sore throat and I've had a few text messages I need to reply to. But yeah, I think it makes you a good driver if you actually do hit something. At least you get it out of your system. I know people quite often hit weighbridges. They are very, very narrow, some of them, to get onto. So that's probably where you're going to end up scalping it. As I said, I've only hit a corner of a building and it cost me 15 quid to repair the damage, so it wasn't that bad. I know of other drivers that have taken out houses. That's Luke just said that! I hit a house. How did you hit a house? Mate, here's a link. Send it to me in an Instagram DM. Devin, as I said, my father's a he's an operator, not an operator, a transport manager. So I do know the costs involved of going for your operator's license, and it's not cheap. Really isn't cheap. SCC, ACF or ATC. I was Air Training Corps. What kind of lows do you take to the unloading end. Michael, unfortunately, I can't really discuss loads to be honest with you, but we are general haulage, so we literally transport anything. Had it been a flat bed, you know, I'd be able to show you what was in the back of the truck, but because it's a curtain slider, it's obviously undercover, I can't actually show what loads I am transporting. Breaking news, Road Legends Luke Cuss says I don't think he's going to appreciate you for saying his last name in that, mate. So, Liam, if you don't mind, I'm just going to remove that comment, as I don't like, for instance, my second name being on here. So, I hope you're okay with that, pal. But, technically, it was an outside shed. Had to go up the road where he said no motor vehicles. Turns out it was there for a reason. I think we've all done that. Oh, crap moment. You know, you've gone up a road and you're like, how am I going to do a U-turn? So I suppose that's quite nice now, Luke, for driving a class 2 where, you know, you're not having that constant battle of finding somewhere to do a U-turn. I watched that vlog. I can't believe Luke got kicked out of the building merchants for moving a pallet and preventing further damage. That was an interesting video to watch. Just turned in, was out on my daily exercise. Where you parked tonight, buddy? I am parked in Glasgow. Are you new? What do you mean, am I new? What do you mean, am I new? Not sponsored. Luke said you were a new YouTuber. Now, depends how you define as new. I did have class 2 videos from about 10 months ago, but unfortunately I had an argument with my ex-girlfriend. We split up and she deleted all my YouTube videos. So I found out who hacked me. It was my ex-missus. And I had some really good reversing videos. And the video that I done on the guy that was slagging Luke off. Hi Adam, how you doing, fella? If anyone doesn't know, ADS there, Adam, has been a childhood friend since nursery. So it's nice to see you, man. Yeah, the video I done on replying to Luke C in the HGV, the first one, I think got something crazy like 32,000 views, which was nuts. And I think that's what started up really off my YouTube channel, thanks to someone having a pop at Luke. Oh, there's someone battling with some horns over there. Should I give them a... I'm such a child. I subbed as you seem genuine. Thank you very much. Leads to Fallen. I do try to be genuine and honest with my content. You popped up on YouTube, you're looking well. I'm trying to lose weight, mate. I am trying to lose weight. He says just after eating a KFC. I'm trying to do more exercises in the cab, etc. Just trying to keep fit. Well, fitter than what I was or am. You never see a good trucker that's thin. No. I mean, DD's pretty thin for a truck driver. I hit a lamppost in Glen Ochil Prison once. Hold on, is Glen Ochil Prison the one where you go up and then left and it's in a yard there? And if I'm not mistaken, you would have been driving a class 2 18-ton fridge wagon. I'm thin too. Luke is the thinnest truck driver I know. He's so pretty, it's unreal. I hit a lamppost outside Glen Ochil. I've put 3 stone on since I've been... Yes, that's the very one. You would have worked for the same company that I would have worked for them. Yeah, you go up and you are about that much on either side. Wasn't very popular that day. Mate, did you not hear about the guy that works for where you were working or where you are working that got the truck stuck in the mud outside in the field that you're specifically told not to go on? He thought he could drive onto that and then reverse onto one of the bays. Idiot. Absolute idiot. I'm aware we're coming up to this 75-minute mark that I said, but I've got 65 of you watching me at the moment, so I don't know if Luke's maybe gave me a shout out and I've got 65 of you watching me. But but if anyone wants to, go and check on my last video I've just uploaded. I think it's titled New Class, New Job, New Truck, Trucker Craig and the Road Legends. Going to give that a watch. I explain a lot in that video. Never heard that one though. Although those end bays are tight to get on with. Yeah, you've got to reverse down the yard and then back onto the bay. So that's why I'm here. Luke C is the man. Are you in the Road Legends? No, I'm not in the Road Legends, but they do need a Scottish Road Legend because there isn't anyone from Scotland. They're all from down south. I think that's kind of why I've got a slight niche on YouTube. Being the fact that I'm from Scotland, which is really annoying considering I spend most of my time down in England and I can't actually film the Scottish countryside and show you you know, the views, that's up north. You heard of Trucker Jay in the UK? Yes, I have heard of Jay. Saw Luke C post on the video. I agree, they need a Scottish legend. Trucker Jay is, I mean, the Road Legends are probably the reason why I started vlogging. I mean, no discredit to Luke, etc. Or any of the Road Legends, but they're just normal guys. They're not some, you know, really good looking blokes. No offense if any of the boys are watching this. Although probably Luke we might look good in a tutu. I think we've all seen. No, it was a bra top, wasn't it? Anyway, it just gave me the confidence, you know, just to go and post rather than being a watcher, and that's the reason why I started doing my YouTube vlogs, because one, I see some really nice scenery, and two, if anyone else can do it, why can't I? Do you like Irn-Bru? I do like Irn-Bru. I'm not the biggest fan of Irn-Bru, but I certainly appreciate a good bottle of brew every once in a while. I drink more Mountain Dew, to be honest with you, than I actually do Irn-Bru. It's just the way that I kind of am. But thank you, Luke, if you're still in here, mate, for posting my live stream. That's amazing. How does your company feel about you being a vlogger? Leeds, if you go and watch my last video, I do explain in that they're pessimistic, if that's the correct words. They have aired some concerns about my video, which again I've said in my last video. I'm not out here to try and belittle anybody or slag anyone off, etc., or slag off companies, etc. I'm trying to improve the image of us HGV drivers in the UK, encourage more younger people to get into HGV driving, and show the company that I work for in a very positive light, as there's a controversy about the company I work for, whether or not they're actually a good company, and I want to show that the company I work for, I'm proud to work for. It's really annoying the comments aren't staying on the screen. I've got to sort of keep holding on the camera. But the company I work for, they do their own social media, etc. So maybe they might use one of my videos one day, maybe not. Probably not, but they share drivers' pictures, etc. I did my class one after watching the legends like Luke and Kev, and my favourite, Barry, aka chatting with me in a HGV now and drive for a well-known plant company in Scotland, Big Yellow Trucks. Would that be one of their trucks is straight piped? I'm not going to say the name, but I'm assuming one of those trucks is straight piped. Pollock will come round to your vlogs, just give it time. I hope so, mate. I would really like them to encourage me to actually film, but given the circumstances of what's happened at the moment, I watched all your old videos, including the recovery stuff. Yeah, I had to take the recovery stuff down. That was me that took that down because I was asked to remove it by the insurance company we did work for. and if I'm told to do something, I will do it. I won't question it. I would rather just keep everybody happy, rather than, you know, arguing. If I'd maybe edited the videos a little bit better, I could have blurred out the number plates and that, but I'm not very good at editing, as you're probably all very well aware, so I've decided that I would yeah, just remove them instead. I should say I don't have any backups in my videos, so once they're gone, they're gone. I don't have the space to store it. I do have a gaming PC with a huge hard drive, but all my stuff is done on my laptop in the cab, so I don't have the facilities of actually being able to store my videos. I know you can download them from YouTube, but if someone, obviously what's happened to me, did delete them, there's no option of getting them back, which I know of at least one very good blindside reverse that I did that I would love to send to the company I was doing work for so they could see it. Yes, begins with D. Yeah, that's the company I'm thinking of, mate. And one very, very nice looking Volvo that company's got. Also, I want to say they've got an S730 as well. I might be mistaken. Alright, Todd, how you doing? Hello, Sam, by the way, Sam K. And I seen you joining there, mate. Sorry I didn't acknowledge you. Another very, very well-known vlogger in the UK. Well, he's getting more traction now as a vlogger. But Sam K, go and give him a subscribe. I'm very well, Todd. How are you? It's a shame you can't bring other people into this, because I'd like to. I would like. Oh, Brandon, don't give out my second name on here, mate. Oh, don't do that. Oh. I wouldn't say well known, but happy to be on the team. Well, you're getting more and more viewers, mate. So, and we've all shouted you out as much as we can. That CFG reverse was brutal looking. That was for Andrew, Robert. I think I was working. No, it was CFG. My mistake. That's the video that I would have liked to kept. That blindside reverse. I'm new to this editing larky. Done one video so far. I think your video edits are fine, mate. They are. I'll be honest with you guys, right? Hello, Anthony. I film, edit, process and upload all on the same day, so an average day for me is around about 18-19 hours after I've done everything. So my editing skills aren't brilliant, but little Ant to you, hey, my editing skills aren't brilliant because I like doing daily style videos. Unfortunately, I'm not the most smartest person in the world, nor am I the most gifted. So for me, I struggle quite badly, as a lot of people have picked up in my videos where I'm going a lot because I just can't get what I'm wanting to say out quick enough, so I stutter, and I stutter by saying eh. So for me, filming it, editing and doing it all one day, it helps me remember where stuff is and where stuff should be, rather than doing like Luke's style videos where he'll maybe do, or is it not Luke, it's maybe Kev. Is it Kev? No. Scott? Any of the road legends, there you go. You know, that I'll do like 5 days and edit down the footage. I struggle to do that because I can't remember different places, etc. that I've been to and stuff that I've maybe added like extra content on what I'm doing. So that's why my editing skills aren't brilliant, because I'm trying to do it all in one day. Oh, the comments have gone. Little Ant to you. Hello, Little Ant. Brand new S650 we have, and the double drive Volvo you're thinking of is my weapon of choice. Is that you that drives it then, Jamie? You'll have to send me an Instagram DM, mate, because I would love to talk to you, because that truck is stunning. We'd love to get it on video, because I think a lot of people deserve to see it. You should do a live cook video in your truck. I actually don't cook anything at the moment, Devon. Unfortunately, cab hopping at the moment, I'm sort of limiting myself to what I actually carry, because at the end of the week, I'm probably, as you probably are aware, it's a huge inconvenience pulling everything out of a lorry and putting it into another one. Now, when I was on 4 on 4 off, there was no guarantee that I was actually going to have the same truck each day. So that's why I'm limiting myself at the moment till I've got my own set truck. Then I can start, you know, going out and buying like a stove, etc., where I can do my own cooking. So at the moment, I'm kind of stuck doing this at the moment until I'm settled properly in a truck, and then I can start introduce doing cooking and stuff. It's probably not a very healthy or financial way of doing it, but it's the way I feel comfortable with at the moment. Giving you all my ideas, lol. I know you're gonna have no content, mate. Where even are you? I am in Glasgow at the moment, Brandon. Hi Scott, how are you, fella? But yeah, that's I can't believe I've grossed 60, at least between 40 and 50 people in here at any one time, and had a really good conversation with you guys. Good, I'm coming up. No, you're not. I can't move the truck anyway, mate. I'm on my rest period and I'm about to go to bed once this live stream's over. Be careful, I was assigned a truck, but whenever another driver grabs it, they will use and abuse anything you have in the cab. Yes, that's thankfully, Sam, with doing the shift pattern that I'm on at the moment, I'll be basically the only one driving that truck. I'll be on a 6 on 2 off shift, or 6 on 2 off shift pattern, where the truck will stay in the yard. Obviously with the virus and stuff at the moment, all trucks are basically being assigned to one driver. Luke C sent me, thank you for coming then, Gartsy. Mate, you and all the others have full respect for doing videos. We do try. We Again, as I said on Dazzer's live stream, I think we're all of the, you know, impression of just trying to generally make, you know, the public see us differently than your fat, sweaty minging blokes that are just going to cut you up and swear at you, you know. Have you joined the Road Legends? No, I haven't joined the Road Legends. From what I'm led to believe, the Road Legends are staying as the 5 of them. And I honestly, I don't believe I have the followers to even be part of the Road Legends, or the editing skills, or at the moment the content. And personally, I don't think I'm experienced enough to be part of that group, which there's some very gifted boys in that group. In fact, all of them are gifted. That's what they are for, promoting each other. But, well, as I said in my last video, you know, a lot of people give the Road Legends stick for calling themselves the Road Legends. As Luke, Kev, Jenko, Scott, Jay have all said that name Legends was just, you know, something that they picked. They don't think of themselves as actual legends, but thanks to those guys, smaller people like, well, not really small, DD's not really smaller anymore, but for instance, me, Sam K, Dazza the Trucker, Willits a Hiab Life, Trucker Andy, the list goes on and on. Thanks to those guys, once you've watched like a couple of their videos, YouTube then starts its algorithm of going, you like HGV vloggers, maybe you should go and watch this guy. And that's where a lot of people are coming from their videos, because they're watching HGV related content. It pushes the smaller guys up to actually getting people interested in their channel, not just the Road Legends. So if you were to go on and watch, for instance, like one of Jenko's videos, I'm sure maybe one of DD's would pop up, or one of Sam K's might pop up. So that's the reason why I'm respectful of the Road Legends, because of their mass following. It pushes other content creators like myself into the would you like to watch now. Oh my god, I can't believe I'm talking this much. I'm a weekend driver for them, and that's normally my truck I'm sent out in. I have loads of photos, I'll send you some over. Next time I'm out, I'll send you a video. I drive the machines midweek for them. I mean, it's a stunning fleet that they have. I'm not going to say the name on here, I'm trying to keep names off it, but it's a stunning fleet. What's your biggest pet peeve being a driver? Mine's cyclists coming alongside you in their blind spot roundabouts, then look at you like you're in the wrong. Probably merging onto motorways where drivers think that because you're in the outside or you're in the lane closest to the hard shoulder that you have to move over. Most of the time it's a dual carriageway where there's cars passing you and they try and force their way out in front of the truck. I don't really have that many pet hates. Obviously there's the drivers with their daytime running lights on at night, which is really annoying because you can't see them. Guys that use their fog lights at night on when they think it's cloudy, but there's not. There's so many pet driving peeves, but none that are really that serious apart from trying to push themselves out of junctions, or people that cut in front of you at traffic lights when you're trying to slow down and give yourself room. You know, if I used to do transport sugar, which was in like a loose form, so when you had to slam on the brakes you could feel 28 tons of sugar trying to push you forward. Hi from Nova Scotia, Canada. Subscribe. Luke C sent me to your channel. Well, thank you very much for coming to my channel, Albion. I believe the company that I work for, one of our trucks is over there, or the old Peterbilt that they had. I'm an owner driver. By the time I've done my week's driving plus paperwork, I'm too tired to do videos, plus spend time with family. There's no way I could face doing videos as well. Full respect to you. And Stu, you have my full respect for being an owner driver. I know how difficult it is to become an overdriver, let alone, you know, the amount of effort that you must go through on a day-to-day basis to push your business for that tractor unit or whatever you drive to go out and work. So you have my full respect, fella, in that regards. I'll maybe get you to send me an Instagram DM, Stu, so we can talk, or my Facebook page. I would love to learn more from an owner driver's perspective. Is it something I have honestly considered doing? His pet hates are UPS drivers. No, UPS drivers just hate me. Hello Brenda, how are you? I hope you're well. Thank you once again for Luke for sending more people over from his channel to mine's. Euro Trucker, hi Jordan, massive thanks for keeping us going. And what truck you in this week? Can you give us a cab tour please? Euro Trucker, if you wait till next week, fella, I should have my set truck. So with a bit of luck, I'll be able to give you a cab tour then of my actual truck that I'll be driving instead of a fleet vehicle. I don't want to put something on my video that's got damage on it and is dirty, because this truck really isn't a very fitting example to have a cab tour of, unfortunately. Mate, I'm off to spend the rest of my evening with my family. Would definitely like to carry on chatting. Hit me up on my DMs. As I said, mate, go on Instagram, the Scottish Truck Driver, give me a DM or a follow. I'll follow you back, and we can chat in messages. Or if not, my business email is on my recent 10 videos. Send me an email. That goes to anybody else as well. If you want to send me an email or a DM, etc., and want to talk, or if there's anything you want to ask me that you're maybe not too confident about asking on here, you can always contact me via various social media platforms. Yes, I'm out till Friday, so I do Sunday to Fridays, and have my 45 hours off. Sunday to Fridays, and then obviously Monday to Friday, Sunday to Friday, Monday to Friday. So it really just depends on what week rotation. Take care, Devon, and say hello to your family from me. Oh. I must say, this is the one thing that my father's always said to me, that I seem to have a natural confidence to be able to talk to people. As I said, I used to be a chauffeur, and I worked for my dad, and ever since the age of 11 he used to put a chauffeur hat on me, and we used to go to a thing called wedding fairs, where basically potential new or people that are thinking about getting married would wander around this venue looking for people that did like wedding cakes, transport, etc. And I just seem to have this natural ability to be able to talk to people that are complete strangers. I don't know how, but I've still managed to keep that from all these years. Had I not been a HGV driver, I would have probably went into sales. I think would have been my my next move if I hadn't got my HGV. Do you prefer rotating shifts, or would you prefer Monday to Friday tramping? I don't know how this works, what I'm on at the moment, but I believe I am on constant Sunday to Fridays. I don't know how it works, but that's what I'm led to believe at the moment. I'm just watching this group of very loud cars leaving this where I'm sat. You can probably hear them in the background. Kind of funny that one of the people that are in one of these very loud cars has a Space Saver tyre on. Oh, what a racket. Saying that, my car's pretty loud, so I can't really moan, I suppose. Anyway guys, right, I'm actually going to go off. When this hits 100 minutes, I'm going to go off. As I said, I've got things I'd like to do, and there is a Netflix series that is calling my name. You parked up for the night and you got an early start. Yes, I've been parked up for the last... I can't tell with this truck, you need to have the ignition on for the light to go on. I've been parked up for the last 3 hours and 45 minutes. So I start back tomorrow at 7 o'clock in the morning. I was meant to have done... Well, the chat was that if I managed to get there and collect this tonight, then I would have been able to, but unfortunately I have not been able to do that. They were shut by the time I got there, so that's why I'm having to wait till they open at 7 o'clock in the morning. But I get paid hourly, so I'm really not complaining. Holy, I didn't realise it's 8:30. Yeah, that's why I've just looked at the clock as well and was like, woo! Really enjoyed this live stream, Jordan. No worries at all. I'll maybe try and do more, maybe like once a month or something, just like a catch up with Jordan, and or a catch up with a Scottish truck driver, and you guys can ask me questions if it's stuff that you've seen. So yeah, what are you watching on Netflix? I have got is it Thingy to Riches? Rust to Riches I'm watching at the moment. How old are you? How old do you think I am, Leads the Fallen? Let's see if we can guess that one. I'll be on for the next 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Hi Connor. I can't believe I've spoke for 90 minutes flat. Luke C just liked the page. Wow. Good on you, Luke. 25. I guess 24. I wish I was still 24. No, I'm 25. I still have a baby face. I don't have a baby face. Maybe if I got rid of the beard, but then you would see my double, triple chins. But no, I'm 25. I'm 26 in December. I was born 12 days before Christmas, so that gives you an exact date of when I was born. Just a young pup, me. Maybe one of the youngest HGV vloggers in the UK. Maybe, I don't know. But, stay safe, mate. Happy tramping, if you can call it. I find it really... I love my job. I can't wait for your new video. Thanks for coming for you. You'll be able to show us driving. We'll just be talking when you're parked up. I've yet to make it. I think I'm gonna kind of give. I've got a couple of bits so far, so I might just throw them in together. There's a couple of stuff that don't really fit that I'm putting in a separate sort of video at one point. That'll be for like random events that happen. But at the moment, I don't really have a video for this week. It's very difficult at the moment to produce content, which is why I'm on here at the moment. I'm 30 in July. Jesus Christ, you don't look 30, mate. You don't look 30. Wow, I mean, I've been on YouTube. Don't know how long I've been on YouTube. Good couple of years anyway. But it's going to be weird when I'm 50 looking back on my life and going to my YouTube videos and see me here when I'm 25 years old. You old git. How come you're not allowed to show us driving footage? There was a report put into my office, Euro Trucker, that gave them concerns and alerted them to that video. But anyway, guys, right, that's been 100 minutes of me talking and you staring at me. So I'm gonna call it a night of that. You young pups, I started driving with no power steering. My Supra's not. Oh, my Supra does have power steering. Shut up, Matt. I'm still in my 20s for now. Right, guys, anyway, thank you all so much for watching. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do consider subscribing. Give this video a like if you can. And yeah, the Facebook page is there, the Scottish Truck Driver. I'm on Instagram as well, the Scottish Truck Driver. There will be, night beautiful, night honey. There will be some stickers and stuff coming out over the next I remember that when Truckfest reopens. Luke's going to get slapped. Yeah, there will be some stickers and stuff coming out at some point. So keep an eye on the social medias and yeah, for more sort of daily stuff. But whether or not there's a video this week, I can't tell. Well, you'll just have to wait and see. But at the moment, I can say there's probably not going to be one. But that could be changing if I do go somewhere new. Anyway, guys, right. Love yous all. God bless. Cheers.